Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about a simple yet powerful idea. Don't tell everyone your story. In this world full of noise, we sometimes feel like we need to share everything, to tell everyone our dreams, our struggles, and our plans. But here's the truth. Not everyone needs to know your journey. Some stories are best kept close to your heart, nurtured quietly until the right moment. You see, your story is not just a collection of events, but a treasure trove of experiences that shape your future, and how you share it can determine your success. I've met many people who shared their stories too early. They let the world in before they were ready, and sometimes that's when they got lost. What happened? They were judged, misunderstood, or their ideas were dismissed. Others were quick to steal the essence of what was shared, taking credit without contributing. Let me tell you this. You don't need to prove yourself to everyone. You don't need validation from every person you meet. What matters is that you trust yourself. Keep your story private until it's ready to be told, and when it's time, let it shine. Key point 1. Your story is a seed. Don't plant it in soil that isn't fertile. Not everyone deserves a part of your narrative. Share it only with those who will help it grow. Your story, much like a seed, has incredible potential, but just as not every seed will flourish in every type of soil, not every person is worthy of hearing your story or contributing to its growth. The environment you choose to nurture your dreams and your personal journey is just as important as the journey itself. When you share your story prematurely with the wrong people, it's like planting a delicate seed in barren soil. It won't have the support it needs to grow strong. And more often than not, it might not even survive the exposure. A seed needs the right conditions to thrive: sunlight, water, and fertile ground. Likewise, your story requires a safe and supportive environment to truly bloom. The people around you should be the ones who will nourish your ideas, provide encouragement when you face challenges, and offer constructive feedback that pushes you forward. The wrong people, those who are too quick to criticize, doubt, or dismiss, will stunt your growth and make you question your path. Just as a seed can't grow without the right soil, your dreams can't flourish if they're surrounded by negativity or skepticism. Think about the people in your life. Are they the ones who celebrate your potential, or do they pull you down with their doubts? Not every person you encounter is going to understand or appreciate the full scope of your journey. Some may only see a small part of it, and that can lead to a limited understanding, or worse, discourage you before you've even begun. When you share your story with the wrong people, you expose yourself to opinions that might hinder your confidence or cloud your judgment. You risk watering your seed with criticism that could drown its potential. Just as a seed needs time to grow and become something strong and capable, your story needs time to develop before it's shared with the world. When you rush to share it, whether out of excitement, insecurity, or a need for validation, you risk giving others too much power over it. They might not see the full picture, and instead of helping your story grow, they might simply disrupt its natural process. Keep it to yourself until the roots are strong enough to endure whatever external forces come your way. Only when you feel it's fully formed should you let it reach out to others. In life, we often hear people say, you need to share your dreams, tell your story to others. While this might seem like good advice, it's not always true. It's important to recognize when to keep your story to yourself. Sometimes sharing too soon can be harmful. People might steal your ideas, downplay your dreams, or even mock them. These actions can cause you to doubt yourself and, in the worst cases, abandon your ambitions. It's like planting a seed in soil filled with weeds. These negative influences will drain the nutrients from your vision and prevent it from ever growing. The right people, on the other hand, are like the fertile soil that gives your seed the best chance to thrive. They listen carefully, offer support, and challenge you in ways that help you refine and sharpen your story. These individuals understand the power of patience and the value of investing in the growth of others. They're not quick to judge or dismiss. Instead, they encourage you to keep going even when you feel uncertain or overwhelmed. The right people help you water your seed with positive energy and constructive ideas, creating. Key point 2, people will judge you no matter what. Whether you're doing well or not, someone will always have something to say. Let them, but don't let their opinions define your journey. One of the most inevitable aspects of life is judgment. No matter what you do, where you go, or how you live, people will judge you. It's just a fact of human nature. Everyone has an opinion, and they aren't afraid to express it. Whether you're successful or struggling, someone will always have something to say about you, your choices, or the path you're walking. It can feel overwhelming and at times discouraging, but it's important to understand that judgment is something that comes with the territory of living a visible life. When you're doing well, people might praise you or admire you, but there will always be someone who finds a flaw or a reason to criticize. Success can breed envy, jealousy, or misunderstanding. People might not fully comprehend your journey, your sacrifices, or your choices, and they may project their insecurities onto you. Those who don't understand your path might dismiss your accomplishments, diminishing them because they're not capable of seeing the full picture. They may think you've had it easy or that you were lucky, but in reality, they're just judging from the outside without truly understanding the struggles that you've faced to get where you are. On the flip side, when things aren't going well, judgment can feel even harsher. People are quick to criticize when you're down. They may say that you weren't cut out for the path you've chosen or that you've made too many mistakes to recover. In moments of difficulty, it's easy to internalize this judgment and let it affect your confidence. The voices of critics can sometimes drown out your own, making you second-guess yourself. But you must remember, their judgment is based on their limited perspective. They're not walking in your shoes, and they don't know your full story. Their opinions are often shaped by their own experiences, insecurities, and biases. It's also important to recognize that judgment is often driven by fear. People who criticize you, whether you're succeeding or struggling, are often projecting their own fears, limitations, or unfulfilled potential. They may be scared of change, of trying new things, or of stepping outside their comfort zone, so they project that fear onto others. The criticism may feel personal, but it's not about you. It's about their own issues and insecurities that they haven't dealt with. They're afraid to take risks, and so they criticize those who do, hoping to feel better about their own safe, unchallenged existence. The fact that judgment is inevitable doesn't mean that you should seek approval from everyone. Trying to gain the approval of every person you meet is a recipe for disaster. The moment you begin to chase validation from others, you risk losing sight of who you are and what you stand for. Your journey is yours to walk, and your purpose is yours to fulfill. You cannot allow the shifting opinions of others to dictate the direction of your life. If you listen to every piece of advice, every critique, and every compliment, you'll find yourself constantly shifting course based on external voices rather than your own internal compass. What you must understand is that the judgments of others are often fleeting. One person might praise you today and criticize you tomorrow. It's not the opinions of others that should determine your value, but your own belief in yourself. The opinions of others are temporary, shaped by their moods, experiences, and perceptions. But your vision and your self-belief can last a lifetime if you remain steadfast in your journey. In many ways, the judgment of others says more about them than it ever will about you. It reflects their worldview, their experiences, and how they see the world, none of which are necessarily relevant to your path. The key is to build a thick skin. You don't have to react to every piece of judgment you encounter. When people criticize you, allow their words to pass through you rather than take root in your mind. Don't give them the power to shake your confidence or alter your course. Recognize that these judgments are just noise. They don't define you unless you choose to let them. Stay focused on your own goals and keep your attention on your mission, not on the distractions that judgment brings. Lastly, while judgment is inevitable, it's also important to learn from constructive criticism. There's a difference between harsh, unhelpful judgment and feedback that can help you grow. If the judgment you receive is thoughtful and offers a perspective you hadn't considered, take it as an opportunity to improve. But be discerning. Don't absorb every judgment as truth. Filter out the noise, learn from what's valuable, and leave the rest behind. Ultimately, your journey is yours to shape, and the judgments of others can only affect it if you allow them to. Stay true to your path and don't let anyone else's opinion determine who you are or where you're headed.